Welcome to this edition of Safety First. I'm your host, Tim Kelley. On today's program, we're going to be talking about the Suffolk Explorer Post program that's brought to you by the Suffolk Police Department. And to talk to us about the program that is actually coming back to the city of Suffolk, we have Lieutenant Gary Myrick and Sergeant Herman. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Tim.
So we talk about the Explorer Post program. It's something the police department used to have. So what was the impetus to bring it back and kind of get it back going again?
So in the summer of 1991, Tim, retired Chief Jackson created the Suffolk Police Explorer Post 124. It was intended to provide our youth an opportunity to interact with law enforcement, to foster a relationship, to create an opportunity for them to see what actually happens in the criminal justice programs we have. And the department itself, it allowed children to interact with police officers, our staff, and the various operations within the department. Today, we have that same interest in the department. Both Sergeant Key and I were members of the original post, and it benefited us tremendously in our careers, and it's a good example of what we can do to help our youth today.
Right. And Sergeant Key, I mean, just reflecting on the program as far as what are we going to expect to see? Again, you two were members before, we did for your careers. Again, you're sitting here today. But talk about sort of some of the things that are going to be in the Explorer program when it gets rebooted.
Okay. Some of the things that will be in the program, first and foremost, is the kids that will choose to participate in this program. Hopefully we can get some good applicants and they can become police officers. That or they can gain some experience and knowledge from us, meaning the police department, that will help them in the future in the course of studies as far as criminal justice. In this course, in this program, they will receive some training. Some training that will, for example, maybe traffic control. They may get a forensics class to see how things are done. They have the opportunity to learn our 10 codes and how we communicate on the radio. They will have the opportunity to work in our central files and our dispatching center. And ultimately, the ultimate goal is to ride along. Most kids want to ride along in the police car.
Right.
So that's like an ultimate goal
Got it.
and an achievement they can make to ride along in the police car and to see things firsthand.
Now, as far as, they're not going to be, I use the word deputized or anything like that. They're not going to be serving as police officers, but they're getting, you mentioned some of the training they're going to have and the stuff they're going to be exposed to and get the experiences with, but they're not going to be active law enforcement personnel in the field. Okay, I'm just making sure we're drawing that distinction there,
They will not be active law enforcement personnel.
Okay.
However, they will be sitting in the front seat of the police car.
I understand.
And not allowed to get out of the police car on calls.
Okay.
But they will be able to listen and see what takes place from the front seat of a police car.
I got you. Just trying to make sure we're clear on what we're saying there. Now, I know that, the police department and some of our other public safety folks in the city have academies and things that kind of run from a period of time to this, might be once a week. How is this program structured? I mean, how does the instruction work? And is it is it a start to an end, or is it based on their interest as they continue to go through the program? How is it structured?
So, Tim, our program is designed for the 14-year-old to the 21-year-old students, high school students. And there's criteria that they have to meet. They will enter a process that mirrors is similar to what an ordinary applicant would encounter when he or she would respond to the department.
Right.
The process for training, there will be a 2-day training period, and we're in the process now of selecting those dates and times. They will have a designated training course material for each day.
Right.
And they can stay in the program once they enter college as it's planned right now.
Right.
And our goal is to hope to increase our applicant pool for future officers. But there are a number of things that we have designed this program around to benefit more than just the applicant. For one, it's a program that is administered by the Boy Scouts of America, so there's guidelines through Boy Scouts of America that we have to follow.
Sure.
They will have physical fitness training, and there will be awards and certificates that they can achieve along the way for accomplishments with regards to their uniform wear and things of that nature. And again, they will follow similar structures as regular officers do when it comes to our policies and our guidelines.
So again, it's open to males and females, ages 14 to 21, correct?
Yes.
And you mentioned there is a application process to go through. So certain criteria, as you said, you're going to have to meet certain benchmarks to be able to qualify for the program. I assume some academic benchmarks
Yes.
as well as any physical benchmarks? I mean, is there like a basic fitness test, or how does that fit in with the program? I'm just curious.
Initially, no.
No.
On the entry level,
Right.
no physical agility test is
Okay.
required for entry level.
Got it.
Entry level, just basic, of course, good standing within school, academically.
Right.
And then while you're in the program, we may do some physical training.
Sure.
Because that's part of a competition that's offered through the Boy Scouts and Explorer program.
Got it.
That if that's somewhere that they want to participate in, far as, hey, this is a course that, hey, I want to participate in physical fitness to obtain a certificate or
Right.
enter a competition.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as far as, is there any cost to the people that are participating in the program? How's that structured?
Well, there's no cost to the applicant.
Okay.
The department, we will absorb the cost to the Boy Scouts of America because there's registration fee for each child
Right.
that we will assume.
Okay.
And the uniforms will be provided for them. We've selected a uniform. We're waiting on a finalized version of it.
Got it.
But basically, we're looking for their attention, their willingness to learn, and an opportunity to build something for our future in the department.
Right. And I think as we've already touched on the fact that I guess if someone entered as a 14-year-old, let's say, and he or she stayed with the program, they could stay through it, like you said, all the way through getting into college if that's the path they take. And again, it helps them learn more and more about the department as they go along, correct? I mean, that's sort of, I guess, in an ideal case, you have someone that will see themselves through, and then you know them, they know you, they know what the program's about, they know what the police department is about.
Yes.
So if that's a career field they're looking to go into, it's a nice transition to get them kind of ready for the academy and things like that, right?
It is, Tim, and I will share with you to date, the original post, there are at least 8 or 9 members that are
Nice.
either in government employment, law enforcement employment, or military. So it is a very positive program, beneficial to those children.
So if I'll give each a chance to answer this question, if there's someone out there, be it a parent or a guardian, or maybe a young person that's watching this program and goes, look, this sounds really great. They need that last little push to get themselves to get ready to sign up for the program. What would you two offer to them if they're considering the Explorer Post program to go ahead and fill out that application and really take that next step?
So, Tim, our students in the city of Suffolk, in order to receive their diploma, they have to complete a portion of community service. And this is an excellent opportunity for them to not only learn about law enforcement and the criminal justice programs, but to also participate in community service. If we all give back to our community, it makes it a better place. And they can learn and still meet their accomplishments through school.
Very good.
Yes.
Sergeant?
First, me starting at a young age, and I was in the program from an early age of 14 to 15 up until I was 21, and I got hired with the police department.
Right.
So those that really want to pursue a career in law enforcement, if it's the Suffolk Police Department, great. If it's another agency, whether it be federal, this is an excellent opportunity that they can gain the knowledge and experience that will help them in their career to come.
I think it's great that you talked about the fact that it's not just the participants that are gaining from this, but I think also within the department itself, because again, you have potential candidates for employment.
Absolutely.
You have people that you're working with in the community to help kind of strengthen that police community partnership, which again, we're always looking for ways to do that and continue to draw on the strengths and the things, the benefits and the things that we've seen over the years with the police department in that regard. So I mean, it's really a win-win for everybody, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I would say absolutely, definitely a win-win, because you're going to create so many relationships.
Right.
And then not only those that are participating in the program, their friends that are
Right.
looking at them.
And seeing what they're accomplishing
what
and,
they're
and having their opportunity
Yes.
to do and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Well, now, if someone's watching and they'd like to get more information, talk with someone, is there a phone number or a point of contact, maybe between the two of you or someone with the department they might want to reach out to?
Yes, I'll be the point of contact.
Okay.
Sergeant Key. You can reach me at 757-268-2425.
Okay.
Again, 757-268-2425.
Perfect. Again, looking forward to the Explorer program getting up and running again post 124?
124.
124. Got my number right on that. Very good. So again, looking forward to that. So Lieutenant Sergeant, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Talking about this very important program that again is coming back to the city of Suffolk. If you're interested, again, contact Sergeant Key. We provided his number. We'll have that on the screen one more time as we close this segment. So again, thank you for watching this edition of Safety First. I'm your host, Tim Kelley. We'll see you next time.